Mindfulness, the Buddhist path to inner peace. In a world that never stops moving, our minds rarely find stillness. Worries, expectations, and distractions pull us in every direction, leaving us anxious and restless. Yet centuries ago, the Buddha revealed a simple, timeless truth. Peace is not found by escaping the world, but by returning to the present moment. In this video, we'll explore how Buddhist wisdom and modern science come together to show that true peace begins not in changing the world, but in changing how we meet it. Stay with us and learn how mindfulness can quiet the storm and bring clarity, happiness, compassion, and balance to your life. Adapted from Dr. Farid Mostaman's acclaimed books on Rumi's teachings.
Skill, not escape. Here, on this quiet mountain, we begin where the Buddha began, by turning toward the mind that trembles with worry. Mindfulness is not running away from fear. It is standing beside it, breathing, and seeing it for what it is, a passing visitor. Begin with the breath. Feel it enter cool, leave warm. This simple noticing is how we return from the storm of anxiety to the calm of the present moment. Anxiety feeds on the mind's habit of clinging to what may go wrong, to the self's story of danger.
See the clinging, breathe, and loosen your grip.
The Buddha taught, notice the thought, but do not become it. Like watching clouds drift across a vast sky, the sky never becomes the cloud. But when a fearful thought comes, it feels so real. How can I just watch it and not be swallowed by it? By remembering you are the sky, not the passing storm. Fear may shout, but it is still only a visitor. When you see a thought as a passing event, it loses its teeth. The moment you stop fighting, peace begins to bloom. Mindfulness is this turning wheel. Each spin brings you back to the present. Each breath loosens the hold of fear. Anxiety is a cloud. You are not the cloud. You are the vastness that lets it pass. Notice the thought, I might fail. Watch it float and fade. It cannot define you unless you step inside it. When we stop wrestling every fear, we see its impermanence, like snowflakes melting in the palm.
Master, sometimes my mind races so fast I can't even catch a single thought. What should I do then?
When the river floods, don't dive in. Sit on the bank, breathe, and let it rush by. The current always slows. Every anxious story is thin ice. Beneath it flows living water, awareness.
See through, don't fall through.
Mindfulness is the flag, still at its center, while it dances in the wind of thought. Sip the moment like tea. Thoughts may swirl like steam, but the tea itself is your calm presence. Awareness is sunrise. No matter how long the night of fear, one breath of noticing brings light. Each thought lands like a flake. Watch without chasing. Soon it melts in the warmth of presence. Master, if a thought is harrowing, shame, anger, how can I simply watch it? Painful thoughts are guests. Do not invite them to rule. Greet, bow, let them pass. Awareness is the host. Let shame roll off the cliff. Watching it break apart shows it was never you. You are the sky, vast and silent. Thoughts, even the darkest, are only passing weather. Let thoughts turn like these wheels. Spin, but never bind you. Every time you notice a thought and return, you free a little space inside, space where peace can grow. Thoughts are like clouds. They travel, they change, but the open sky of mind remains.
Master, sometimes the same thought returns again and again. Am I failing at mindfulness?
No. The mind repeats what is unresolved. Each noticing is a gentle bow, saying,
I see you, but I am free. Even frozen worries thaw when met with the sun of awareness. Hold presence like this flame, steady though the winds of thought pass. Calm isn't killing thoughts. Calm is staying alive and soft while thoughts appear and fade. When awareness flows, anxious patterns crack and life moves again. Every return to the present is a small awakening, a step from fear toward freedom.
will anxiety ever fully disappear? The aim is not to erase storms, but to know you are the mountain, unmoved, vast, and free.
A single mindful breath can lift you above the swarm of restless thinking. Like the eagle above these peaks. Awareness begins here. Feel the chest rise and fall, and notice how the mind slows when the body is acknowledged. When warmth of presence arrives, frozen worries start to loosen and flow. Each moment of noticing says, I am here, not lost inside thought. This gentle claiming brings strength. See how the fox move without hurry. Mindfulness teaches the same quiet grace within movement. Thoughts can rise and drift like this smoke. You need not chase or hold them.
Master, some thoughts feel so heavy, like fear of the future. How can I let them pass?
Fear thrives when unseen. Turn toward it with a soft gaze, breathe. Naming fear without clinging lets it fade.
Awareness is a river. Stones of worry rest beneath, but water moves freely when you do not dam it.
Every time you return from thought, you practice freedom, tiny escapes that build into peace.
Mindful seeing widens the world. You become vast enough that small storms cannot shake you. Open palms, open mind. This is readiness to meet thoughts without becoming them. Notice a thought. It melts like a flake in warm awareness. Resist it, and it frees stronger.
Vast space swallows slight noise. The vastness is already in you.
Sometimes my thoughts judge me harshly, making me feel like I am not enough, that I have failed.
What then?
Offer compassion. I see this judgment. Return to breath. Gentle seeing robs judgment of its teeth.
Each bead a breath, each breath a return. This is how chains of thought loosen. Anxiety softens, drop by drop, when patience is steady. Light comes slowly but surely when we stop fighting the night of thought. Mindfulness is a small flame, enough to light the room of fear.
Every thought noticed is one less master above you.
Master, will I ever be completely free of thoughts? No one erases thought. Freedom is knowing thoughts come and go, yet you remain vast, silent, and at peace.
Begin each day by watching the first light, a reminder that clarity slowly overcomes night's confusion. Your breath is the first anchor. No storm of thought can pull you far when anchored here.
Thoughts wander like animals on the ridge. Let them roam while you stay rooted.
Relaxation arrives when you stop wrestling with each thought and let it pass like wind through flags. Even under ice, water moves. Awareness keeps life moving beneath frozen fear.
Patience with the mind is a noble strength. Forcing silence creates more noise. Master, sometimes my thoughts return again and again.
Am I failing? No, returning is practice. Each return is another step toward freedom, not failure.
Like the hawk, you rise above storms when you stay with clear seeing. Every counted breath builds steadiness. Each steadiness weakens anxiety's grip. Watch clouds. They drift, reform, and pass. So do your thoughts.
You are not the storm. You are the sky, vast enough to hold every cloud.
Awareness is the flame, trembling yet unbroken by passing winds of thought.
Walk slowly. Each step grounds you when the mind spins.
Fear melts under the steady warmth of noticing.
Peace is not an empty mind. It is a gentle mind, aware and unharmed.
Master, can awareness also heal old pain?
Yes. Light brought to old wounds loosens them. Seeing kindly begins deep healing.
Healing grows quietly, like flowers through thawing ice.
Morning always follows night. Awareness always follows confusion.
Stay gentle, stay aware. In this way, thought loses power and peace grows.
Thoughts may arrive strong and loud, but you remain wider than the sky they cross. Awareness is like the bell. It rings softly, yet clears confusion across valleys of mind.
When you notice but don't grasp, frozen worry thaws into precise movement.
Walking slowly with awareness teaches the mind to follow the body's calm rhythm.
Like the eagle, rise on currents of noticing, not flapping panic.
Each time you return to watching, you untie one knot of anxiety.
Master, what if the mind judges me for failing at this?
Notice even that judgment. Greet it kindly. Awareness embraces even self-criticism without becoming it.
Flexibility protects peace. Bend with thought's wind, do not snap.
Counting breath or prayer grounds you when storms rise suddenly.
Every clear view begins with clouds moving. Patience reveals your inner mountain. Stay present. Noticing breaks the cycle where anxious thought breeds more thought.
Awareness shakes, but doesn't die. Trust its quiet strength.
Let thought gusts come. Your rooted breath holds firm. Fear melts where noticing shines steady warmth. Calm is not blankness. It is gentle awareness, unafraid of thought. Awareness flows like river light. It moves around rocks of fear. Every time you see clearly, you break a chain of reaction.
Freedom comes when you ride above the swirl, not fight inside it. Witnessing thought is not an escape. It is reclaiming your life.
Night brings thought storms. Moonlight of awareness keeps you steady. Each gentle breath trains your heart to stay open amid noise. Turn on awareness like this wheel.
What if anxiety feels stronger than awareness?
Even a small flame survives a long night. Patience.
Every return to noticing is victory, not perfection, but persistence.
Compassion and witnessing together calm the restless heart.
Morning always comes for the mindful. No night lasts forever.
Notice your thought. Do not become your thought, and peace will fill your life. Centuries after the Buddha's first teachings, science has begun to map what monks always knew. MRI scans now reveal that mindfulness literally reshapes the brain, calming the amygdala, the storm center of fear, and strengthening the prefrontal cortex, the seat of focus and clarity. Though centuries apart, the practice remains one: attention, awareness, compassion, the quiet revolution within.
For centuries, monks claimed that training attention could transform the mind. Today, we can finally observe that transformation happening in the brain itself.
MRI scans reveal that consistent mindfulness practice changes brain structure.
Himalayas, monks once referred to this change as liberation. Today, science calls it neuroplasticity.
One of the most fascinating findings is the amygdala, our brain's alarm center.
Shrinks in activity after only 8 weeks of mindfulness.
Our team traveled to a monastery in Tibet to study long-term practitioners. Their amygdalas stayed quiet, even under stressful sounds.
This means they don't suppress emotion, they meet it differently.
The prefrontal cortex, our regulation hub, steps in faster and steadier.
Think of it this way: mindfulness rewires your stress circuitry to recover faster from emotional storms. Can anyone achieve that kind of brain change, or do you have to meditate for years like monks?
Great question. Our studies show measurable brain changes after just 8 weeks of daily practice.
The monks taught scientists more than data. They modeled stillness as skill, not escape. Beyond the brain, mindfulness lowers cortisol, our primary stress hormone. When breath slows, the vagus nerve activates, heart rate steadies, the body moves from a state of threat to one of safety. They breathe as if time itself has softened, and the body listens. Modern devices measure this effect through HRV, heart rate variability.
High HRV means resilience, flexibility, calm under pressure.
Two worlds, one heartbeat, ancient rhythm meeting modern signal.
Does mindfulness really help with clinical anxiety, or is it just relaxation? Randomized trials show results equal to cognitive behavioral therapy.
It's not escape. It's training awareness to interrupt fear at its root. Even laughter is part of mindfulness, says. The joy that returns when fear loosens its grip. The default mode network, the part of your brain that replays worries.
It goes quiet during mindfulness. Less rumination, more clarity.
It's as if the chatter fades and awareness steps forward. Monks call that silence the sound of the mountain within. Can technology help people practice mindfulness? Apps and biofeedback tools bring this ancient discipline to millions and help them experience a happy life.
Let's try a short practice. 3 breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale longer through the mouth.
In just moments, the nervous system begins to shift from alarm to awareness. After just 10 minutes of mindful breathing, the brain's stress markers decrease measurably. Science measures what the tea ceremony teaches. Peace is precision in presence.
What about long-term benefits? Does it last?
Structural brain changes persist for a long time. This is especially true in regions linked to empathy, focus, and self-awareness. Each day of awareness lays another stone of inner architecture. Mindfulness doesn't erase anxiety. It changes our relationship with it.
The storm remains, but we become the mountain.
When science met silence, both bowed, one in curiosity, one in knowing. If there's so much evidence, why isn't mindfulness part of every health program?
It's spreading. Hospitals, schools, and workplaces now teach mindfulness because data and experience finally align.
Across centuries, wisdom whispers the same truth. When the mind learns to notice, the heart remembers how to rest.
If this video touched your heart, subscribe. It's inspired by the timeless wisdom in the 7-book Rumi collection by Dr. Farid Mostaman. Whether you seek healing, love, clarity, or growth, these teachings will guide you inward to the truth of who you are.